Hey, good day. This is Sarvana from Hyderabad, India. This is demonstration of Crossword project for CS50's Introduction to Artificial Intelligence with Python. Let's go through the code first. The first function is enforce node consistency. We do the check on the length of the word and what should be the variable length. That's how we enforce the node consistency, which is we remove any values that are inconsistent with variables unary constraint. The next function is revise function. This function makes sure that variable x are consistent with variable y. We look at the cell where both these variables overlap, and if we check if the words have the same letters. And if they have the same letters, yes, we don't remove them. But if they don't have, we remove the word from the variable x. That's how we do the R consistency for two given variables. The next function is AC3, where we have implemented AC3 algorithm. It takes the queue of arcs, and for each arc, it calls the revise function. If revision had been made, then it add the neighbors of the variable x into the arc again. Moving on, assignment complete function is a pretty straightforward function. We look at all the variables in crossword.variables, and if the variable is not there in the assignment, it means the assignment is not complete. We return false. If all the variables are there in the assignment, then we consider that the assignment is complete. The next function is the consistent function. We check each of the words which are in the puzzle, which are there in the assignment. We check if the length matches the variable length, if the words are not repeated, and we also check for the overlaps if the letters are the same. Moving on to the next function, order domain values. This is where we take a specific word in the list of domains of the variable, and then we go through every variable that is there in the neighbors, and we check how many of the words are eliminated for the neighbor, and then we sort that to return the list of words which eliminates the fewest values among the neighbors. And the next function is select unassigned variable. We first sort the variables um, based on the highest degree, and this is that, and then we now sort it again based on the minimum number of remaining values. So, and we return the very first element in the sorted variables list. And this is our backtrack function, which is a recursive function. If the assignment is complete, it returns the assignment. Else, it takes the partial assignment, and then for every word that it picked from the order domain values, it it calls the consistent function, and if that specific word is consistent, then it calls the same backtrack function. So this is the recursive function. Now let's go ahead and run the code. Let me make this bigger. Okay, let's first run for structure 0 and words 0. And that's the output. Let's run for structure 0 and words 1 dot text, and that's the output. Let's run for structure 1 and words 1 dot text. We can see the output here. And finally, let's do structured true words too. And here we go. Thank you.